I started 2 months ago my change, and now more than 60 days have passed, and I am reflecting a bit on what I have achieved and what my plans are for the next days. Starting from the health right away, the first 30 days my weight was up and down, but at the end of the 30th, I had lost nothing. I was exactly where I was at the beginning. However, in the next 30 days, again, a lot of up and down, but I ended up with the 60th day to be lower than 2 kilo from what I started, which is great. I am aiming for 12, which means that I should be at 4 already, but yeah, better two than nothing, right? My second goal was about running, and I did start to run this month, which is amazing. I'm not really satisfied. Of course, I'm not running 5K now. My body is not allowing it in any shape, way, or form. But I can run 1 kilometer, which is still fine enough for me for the start. I'm not pushing too hard on that one. I am giving myself a bit of grace, especially because of the weight. It's not super good for my joints and all of that. So it's okay. I am not pushing it too much. The last goal was to have my energy high, meaning having a lot of energy to do the things that I want to do and not having this feeling of being tired and just wanting to lay in bed. And these 2 months have been great. I felt a lot of energy. I felt like I could conquer the world. So happy with that part of my goals. This was very quickly my health update. Now, moving on to my mental update. I respected the screening time most of the times. I paid attention to not overuse the phone. I still think that there is room of improvement on the night part, and maybe I was pretending too much from me in the morning, because waking up around 6:30 and then having not to use anything before 8 is still too much for me. So that won't probably stay going on, but the part of switching off 1 hour before going to bed, that's really something that I will keep and I am working towards. I'm not perfect. I tend to maybe give myself 30 minutes, 40 minutes. Still quite happy with the outcome of this one. The other goal was to journal every day, and I have not been doing that. I don't know. I did it a few times. I tried to push myself a bit, but then again, I was not getting that payoff. It was not bringing me enough to do that instead of other things. And the third goal for my mental health was to meditate more and to have walks. And it has been a rough month. I've been traveling every week for the past 30 days, which made this part the most challenging. The free time I had was not dedicated to walking. I did put in some meditation, but also not that much. I started with my husband to do that in the morning, so that's still good, but it's not what I had in mind when I wrote this goal and when I picture myself in this goal. However, I would say that my mindset is pretty good in this past 60 days. I'm quite satisfied of this, even if it's not perfect. Then we have the career goals, and here it's a disaster. I did manage to do a couple of things. I started applying for jobs, I started reaching out to people. However, I feel like I'm very, very, very behind on this. This main goal had three mini goals in it. One was to create a digital product, and this one I'm not even starting. No way. The other two are more connected to what I learned this summer and the special and what I'm trying to go into. So one said about being on social media, and I tried that and I don't like it, so I need to rethink it. Maybe it's the wrong platform for me. I started on Instagram, but I'm not really an Instagram girl. Like, there is something about that social that I don't know. at the beginning I had the issue where I get caught in it and I cannot stop watching reels and stuff and scroll and lose a lot of time to the point that I had to disinstall the app numerous times. And then for some reason in the past weeks I just stopped using it. It's just for some reason the reels are not giving me that interesting effect. I see a lot of not fake, but everything is the same. Everything is, I don't know. There is something I don't like. So I kind of gave up on that. And I was not able to find customers. So if the goal is to have at least two new clients, I am at none. So okay, not good. But more on this later, as it will be the focus of my next 30 days. Then we have the finance part, and here we are very, very, very bad. So the trip to Iceland was a disaster on this point of view, and we were really able to manage the cost the lowest that we could possibly do, but it was still a lot. And I would 100% not have gone if everything was not already booked in advance and with the no option of cancellation. So that was really damaging. And of course, the fact that we are moving to Germany and all of this has impacted a lot my my finance part. And yeah, I would say I am very, very, very low on that. There was an attempt to build a second income stream that did not go through. So, yes, working hard on that as well for the next month. And then we have the unexpected one, the image one. So, I did buy new things that I love, that I enjoy wearing. This shirt is one of that. And then I also bought other shirts with buttons. I feel very good, and I was not expecting that. Usually, it's the thing I care about the less. And at one point, I even said, okay, stop thinking about that goal, focus on the rest. And somehow I I did that. Also for my hair, like I learned how to do my hair. I went to the hairdresser and she did a cut that I can manage, which is crazy. I've never had like nice hair on purpose on my own in almost my life. Like there was a short period at university where I was doing my hair every morning, but mostly because I had a lot of issues and I was really afraid of how people see me. So that was whole nother story. But lately, like in the past 10 years, I have not done my hair. And now it's like almost every day it's done. I mean, it's not super, super nice and fancy, but I love it. And also, I'm doing a bit of makeup and somehow this goal snuck in and I am achieving it without even wanting it. But it feels good. Like I really feel good and I like myself more. And I mean, unexpected turn on this one. I could still improve my skincare routine. I do take a lot more care of my hair routine. So I have a heat protecting thing, I do masks, I do treatments, and yes, so the hair part is good. The skin part, I do nothing. Like, I don't even put moisturizers, which is horrible. I know. I do it like once a week, maybe. So, there is a lot of space of improvement there for sure. I'm still quite happy of this unexpected outcome of the first 60 days. And then the last one is about relationships. And I do have to say, achieved, it was not super high. My goal was not to do crazy things. So yeah, that was maybe the easiest one. In addition to that, I had already planned a lot of stuff, so I didn't really need to do anything to achieve this goal, but it's still something I managed to do this first 60 days, so good for me. And what's next? Well, I've cut off a lot of the things I'm focusing on. So for the next 30 days, all my energy will be in trying to lower my weight even more and trying to focus on my work. So these two things are the one I'm working a lot towards. They are kind of like the base for everything else, because losing weight would also mean that I feel a lot better. I feel with more energy. It will impact overall my life a lot. And same goes for work. If I'm able to get more money, I will have more options to buy stuff, to buy hair care, skincare, to buy clothes, to do activities, and all of that. It's connected, right? There is no way I put money aside if I don't have an income that provides money to put aside. So this will be my focus for the next month. And it's going on. One thing that I had probably underestimate is how much effort it takes to make these videos. I really enjoy the people I am connecting with. Today, when I sat down, I wrote things to see what happened in these 60 days, and probably I would not have recognized some of the changes and some of the wrong ideas I had if I was not doing this. So on this part, I can see that it is already helping me a lot. And I'm sure that it will, in the end, be very positive for me that I have been tracking this. And I cannot wait what the next 4 weeks will bring me.